And howdy folks, this is your old pal Uncle Al. It is September the 2nd. It's start of fall. And a lot of people ask me a lot of questions. I've been busy. Okay? First thing, if you watch Dad on YouTube on his rant about the price of being a kid at Disneyland. Well, we are adults. We don't need to go to Disneyland. Uncle Alan will do adult things like drinking and going to bars and strip joints. Okay? I'm a grown person. I pay bills and fix things. Last month, I spent over $1,100 out of my pocket, my cash money pocket, to fix a toilet, garbage disposal, my stupid nephew's car. So I'm tired. Alright? Uncle Alan's getting old and mean. Alright? For this also covers prepping massage. Okay, first, Dad on YouTube. This is the 5th year of SHTF. Okay? Don't care about Disneyland. If the kids want to go to Disneyland, fine. They could pay their costs to go in. 4th year of World War III. Okay? You have a lot of stupid people out there. 2nd year of the Civil War 2.0. Okay? Uncle Alan's tired. I have difficulties in moving. That's why I have this. I took it off so I could do this video. Okay. 1st year of the Greater Depression. Okay, everybody's complaining and whining and bitching about food inflation and shortages. Well, that's what you get for 4 years of social economic, whatever they're doing right now. Okay, it's garbage. I keep telling people, if you keep if you keep voting Democrat, last where I got wrong will come out true and you're screwed. Okay? Because I seen the future already. You're out of luck. Alright? A lot of people who watch my channel and listen very carefully, because I do comedy and survival and prepping stuff, and I do warn people, but do they ever listen? No. Do you have a 2-year supply of food? No. Do you have a garden? No. You have the wrong kind of garden? Yes. It's like I look at people like, you're going to die. Do you have chickens, pigs, goats, carp? Again, no. Do you have rabbits? No. Okay, I keep looking at these people and like what they do, they find stray cats. A lot of stray cats. Or they find stray dogs. Do you know what happens in San Fernando Valley in the future if the Democrats win again? San Fernando Valley, LA, famous dog butcher, cat barbecue. Alright? We're not talking about any ethnic people or groups. We're talking regular middle class Americans. Go down to the dog butcher, pick up a pound of Fido. Go to the restaurant, okay, whatever, McDonald's. We have our new cat burger. Okay? Something's wrong with America. And I know what's causing it. But I don't want to tell you all because you're a bunch of idiots. And that's why I'm laughing. Okay? We have a planetary change. Now, a lot of people are like, well, you're not a scientist, Uncle Al. Well, you're a moron. Okay? I'm not a mad scientist. I'm an angry scientist. Okay? We have a planetary change. Alright? Last night I warned people, because of the change, we have more corona effects from the solar storms. Why? Because we moved about 1.5 feet. Because what a lot of people do is pump oil and they pump water out of certain locations. When you put a mega city on a spot like Tehran or Kabul, you decrease the water. That water is supposed to cushion the earth and balance it. Okay? It's like deflating 2-year tires on your car. What is going to happen? You're going to skid off the road. Well, that's what Earth's going to happen. All right? If I was in charge, I would beat people over the head. Many, many times. First of all, stop calling Earth an intergalactic. That means shit. So you say, I'm an Earthling. You're telling people you're made out of shit. All right? Comedy. All right? I agree with the Terrans, and the Terran ships are coming in. They're the real lizard people, not those phony balonies down underground. That's a different video. I gotta talk to people because Dad on YouTube believes in lizard people. He's half right, but also he's way wrong. Okay? That's what happens when you use a dojo with blue pads. Concrete. Okay? Planetary change. Okay? That's included climate change. Now, climate change is real. I keep telling this to people. But W.W.Y.D, the other elites, calls it, well, it's caused by this. No, it isn't. All right? We have massive CO2. Yes and no. Okay? Yes, we have CO2. No, we don't. We need, to solve that problem. I swear to God, people are so stupid. You do not spray, the Canadian government was one of the stupidest ones. You do not spray Roundup over half of Canada to stop wildfire. It slows down the tree growth, Uncle Al. We're Generation Z. We're trying to protect the planet by spraying a carcinogen over foliage that you could harvest and sell as wood to remove carbon out of the atmosphere. And they say and look at me, I don't understand. No, that's what happens when you get people educated in a really stupid educational system. I'm gone, just tired. I'm busy as hell. Okay. Big problem of the future, CCP, Chinese Communist Party. Now in New York and San Francisco and Vancouver Port. Just raise the Chinese flag a lot easier. And RI, Radical Islamic Movement. Okay? Those guys don't know what the hell they're doing. Okay, folks. First thing Dad on YouTube was complaining about was the food tax. Why he should stop bitching about it and form a group, political group, and remove the food tax. And said, well, we're peasants and we can't do anything. I swear to God, people are so stupid. They bitch, they moan, they don't do nothing. Okay? Now let's see. The second part, this is a long one. Where did I put? Almost threw up my medication again. Prepping with Sarge. Okay? Watch the skies, not drones. Have a bag ready. Keep telling this to people, but they never ever listen. And he wants to know, what would you do in SHTF? And we're already in SHTF. I'm in pirate mode, okay? Everything came around. Like explained to Dad on YouTube, it's already here. Now, a lot of you weren't prepared to say Uncle Alan was nuts or I don't understand. I have no idea. I want to go to Disneyland and get cheap gas and eat McDonald's. Okay? I got enough hammers and stakes. Alright. A lot of people don't understand. They're afraid. They're sheep. Be a pirate. Uncle On's an old school survivalist. I'm not an idiot jumping around in camouflage or plaid wearing a baseball cap. Alright? Get your act together. Right now it's pirate time. A lot of people knows what's going on and what countermeasures to do. You don't do jack shit except sit on your butt on the couch eating Cheetos and drinking Pepsi. That's why Corsair Trainer in the future is going to have down the street famous dog butcher Beal and not Beal, what the hell they call that? Oh, puppies on sale stuff. Gross. Okay, so if you hear somebody complain about food prices, send them a can of butter beans and a can of Spam. Alright, you could throw it at them. I usually use the Postal Service or FedEx. So, if I hear you complaining about the price of food and you do not take countermeasures to counteract that, Uncle Al has been doing this game for a long time and I'm a lot better than most people. Now back to Prepping with Sarge question. What would you do in SHTF? Depending which one. Government takeover, social collapse, economic collapse. I have many pits in the fire. Educational collapse. You know, look at the NEETs. Okay, generations, zero NEETs. No education, proper education. No employment and no training. Okay? It's like I'm looking at them like my local Burger King. They had a small fire, okay, on the grill. I went over there, went around the thing, took out the fire extinguisher, put out the fire. I tell everybody it's going to take about 15 minutes while I clean this up. I told the manager, I used to be a short order cook. I know what I'm doing. You have no proper safety training on this. I own stock in this company. And I will tell the franchisee, get his act together or we're coming down on your ass. Okay? You cannot solve your problem with AI or firing people. That's the most stupidest thing. Alright? So, what would I do? If there's a child and an old lady come up to my door and ask for food, I just smile. I'm like, hi, I'm Uncle Al. Run, kids, run. Run, old lady, run. Run like hell. Save your life. Of course I'm going to feed them. I'm going to feed them beans, frijoles, and potatoes. Okay? It's poor man's meal in Spain. Okay? Except Uncle Al knows how to cook. A lot of you, 90% of all preppers cannot cook. %90 of all preppers haven't been in a knife fight. Okay? I have digestive problems for 2 reasons. No teeth, and I got a hole right here. Alright? The other guy doesn't have any testicle or a penis. Alright? You want to fight? We'll fight. Mostly, I win because I'm talking to you. Okay, back to the little old lady and the little girl. I'll feed them. They'll either have rice and lentils with my own kind of sauce because I know how to cook, and I can stockpile that for the next 20 years. Or potatoes and beans for the next 20 years because I know how to make sauces and using paprika, tomato paste, and a little garlic. Garlic I could grow. Paprika I got enough for 20 years. And tomato sauce. I grow tomatoes. Okay? It's like taking a cheap cheese pizza and making something delicious out of it. Go look at the shorts. Nobody watches my stuff. Now, suppose the worst case scenario. They come up and they pull a stunt on me. I said, it's a good idea to enjoy the meal and leave. And I give them full Christian charity. But if they come back with a crew, okay? Remember, Uncle Al knows how to cook. Okay? I am damn ruthless. This is pirate time. Alright? I'm not kidding around. Get your act together. If they try to rush the door, that's the last thing the little kid and grandma do, and the two thugs with a baseball bat. Okay? Then we have a barbecue in the neighborhood. Everybody likes sausage, especially one I make. Maple sausage. Remember, long pig is edible if you know the person knows how to cook. That's why you should be fearing the cook, not some guy with a rifle. More likely, Uncle Alan's going to get you and cook you. What do you do in that situation? Well, usually you treat him with human kindness. And if they act wrong, you take care of the problem and feed your friends and family. So that solves two problems. You get rid of the retards, okay, people or zombies or mobs that's saying, bitching and complaining about, like the Alabama food tax. Now, that should have been erased all the way, and he should be raising chickens, pigs, and extending the garden, and probably eating one or two of his dogs. That's that on YouTube. Okay? Uncle Alan will find out the problem, solve the problem, outthink the problem, outwit the problem, do anything means possible to get to my goals. Unfortunately, I forget about things like playing the lotto. I think I wrote it down someplace. Definitely. No. I'm gonna forget things. Okay, the numbers for tonight's $1 billion, what is it, Powerball? Powerball. Okay, it's 2, 16, 29, 34, 55, and 22. Because I keep forgetting playing that. I think my nephew bought me a ticket with those numbers. Hopefully it wins. Then Uncle Alan's going to take care of all your problems. Because I'm getting old and I'm getting tired. What I like to do is work in my gardens. I have one garden here, my patio garden. I have a second garden that I never show, and a third garden that I never show. Because a lot of you people are idiots. Alright? But we're Generation Z, Uncle Al. We don't know anything about the world. No, because instead of teaching you skills and education, they taught you indoctrination. Okay? But I work for NASA. So basically you're flying bombs into outer space. That's basically a rocket ship. It's a flying bomb. Like I said, if you want to help Dad on YouTube with his food crisis, send him a can of butter beans. 52 cans a year, butter beans. Okay? And if you're anybody else, Spam. Spam and butter beans. Old school. Don't take this baloney. And make sure they grow a garden. Okay? A lot of people ask, what kind of garden am I going to grow? You're going to grow butter beans. A lot of butter beans. 20 by 40. You're going to raise either yams or potatoes depending on your climate. You know, a lot of people look at me like, why are we growing lentils? Well, it's either potatoes, lentils, or butter beans. I like butter beans. You won't go hungry. You'll probably be mean as hell as Uncle Al, but you won't starve. Grow up. Okay? So, what would Uncle Alan do in SHTF? We are in SHTF. Okay? It's not a reality thought or exercise. This is real life. This is reality shock. Okay? Somebody cracks a joke about, well, you know, food costs and stuff. You can either send it by postal or FedEx, or what I like to do, lopside them against the head. But Uncle Al, that's violence. No, that's feeding you. But please, take it out of the can. No, we're going to feed you. Can of Spam hurts like hell when it pounds against your head. That's comedy. And you would not believe how much pain I got in this hand. That's why I got to wear the brace. I got to go see my doctor on Friday. Okay, I'm going to sick old man. And he has to do this. It's like, this is why when I hit 5,000, go and give a great giveaway. You get a machete. You get one of my personal survival kits. You get 3 different handles for the machete. And the sheath. And what's called built-in survival pouch. Because Uncon's old and tired. I have a lot of things to do. It's like, I have to do another video because if I keep doing this one, it's going to be like 30 minutes. Alright, folks, I'll catch you later. You have a nice day. Remember, it's 2025 reality shock time. Alright? Truth's going to hurt. Like food inflation and stupid people. I'll catch you later. You have a nice day. God bless and good luck. Bye now.